Hello, tiny baby faces. I hope you like that nickname and don't at all feel slighted by it. In fact, it's a term of endearment. So last time on me talking to the channel, I haven't done that in a while, so I decided that today I would have a heart-to-heart with you guys and also go over something that recently happened. So last time I recommended a book for the Walking Book Club, again available on audible.com/yourhearto, ding! It was Wine for a Shotgun by Marty McConnell. Now, I would just like to apologize for not putting a huge blinking trigger warning before recommending that book, because I had only heard one slam poem by Marty McConnell, and then I saw that there was a book, so I decided to recommend it, and I hadn't listened to the whole thing yet, which is my bad, but it deals with some really heavy stuff. So if that brought up things for anybody, or you were unprepared for that sort of intensity, I would like to 100% apologize for my own lack of preparedness. That being said, I want to still share poetry with you guys because I think that poetry is something that's really, really, really important. I love poetry. I think it is something that we can't lose as a human race. But then again, maybe cave painters felt that way when cave paintings, or petroglyphs, started going out of style. Maybe they were like, the written word, this is gonna ruin everything. It didn't. That being said, I still feel very strongly about poetry. Now, unlike most things, I actually believe that poetry is something that you can really benefit from being taught, having the learning environment experience within. I studied poetry in college. It was really, really wonderful and great, and it actually helped enhance my love of poetry and enhance my understandings. Good job, college. So, that being said, the next book I recommend we all listen to is the A+ Audio Study Guide, The Poetry of Walt Whitman. Now, this book by Kristen Silva Gruss. Now, his poetry is pretty unstructured, and also sometimes you're like, what are you saying? Oh my god, oh come on, please, 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 please. Are you serious? Ha ha ha, LOL, this is ridiculous. Oh come on. Can you guys see that? You can't see that, but it says oh come on. Do you not know how the buds beneath are folded, waiting in gloom protected by frost, the dirt receding before my prophetical screams? Underline, oh come on. However, that was what I wrote after underlining it for the first time, not having actually been walked through the poem. Now, poetry, like any other art form, is beautiful to experience. But once you learn about the layers and the layers and the layers and the time and the circumstance and the history and the politics, la 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 la, and everything that went into making that moment of art exist in that moment of time, you're like, holy wow, I appreciate this on a whole new level, and not only is it beautiful, it is so beyond meaningful. Though there is an argument that you shouldn't have to know all those precursors before enjoying art. That argument is valid. That's not the argument I'm making right now. My argument right now is maybe it would be good for us to do a poetry study guide together and then read some poetry. So, in the A+ Audio Study Guide, The Poetry of Walt Whitman, you can listen to an introduction, an explanation, and really more of a rich understanding of who Walt Whitman was, what he stood for in that moment of time, and what history later remembered him for. I think this will help us as we move forward in our study of poetry, which is a direction I've decided to take the Walking Book Club for a little while. So download your copy at audible.com/yourhearto, or any other number of audiobooks, and listen along with me as you learn about Walt Whitman. Here are some things you're gonna learn. Walt Whitman greeted his readers in an openly honest and intense way. He has been called everything from an illiterate crank to the greatest poet that America has ever produced. Prided himself on being a working man, he prided himself on aligning himself with the common people. He loved the street scenes, the modest household, the ordinary landscapes of the nation he loved. Whitman's most famous collection of poetry is Leaves of Grass, and Leaves of Grass in and of itself emphasize the idea of e pluribus unum, out of many, one. Doesn't that change the way you look at grass? If you think that grass is all one giant thing and that the stuff sprouting out of the ground are just leaves of grass? See, that's already changed things. It's cool to have something explained sometimes, I think. I don't know, maybe I just like it when people talk. Anyway, download the book, head over to audible.com/yourhearto, let me know, listen to it, and next time we tune in, we are going to be reading poetry and analyzing it, and it's going to be very fun and delightful. Yay! I'm very tempted to post a video about poetry to the main channel tomorrow where I read poems from me out of my memory box. But I don't know yet. I mean, we'll see what I do. This was written in 2008, so I was 21? How old am I? What year is it? It feels good to stop lying. I must have been coming out. The thorn sticking out of my side has become kindling, and from that kindling, I will burn it to ash. Oh my god. Anyway, kids, if you're having intense feelings and thoughts, go ahead and write a poem. It couldn't hurt. But just remember, later when you grow up, you'll look back at your melodramatic self and laugh. And also be like, oh, honey, it all turned out not only okay, but infinitely more spectacular than you could have ever imagined. Tomorrow could be the someday you've been waiting for. So, have a great day having feelings, period.